Like, just jumping on what you said, do you think it's intrusive if you ask your partner about their exes?
No, not at all.
Because like you and me, like we talked about exes like really early on. Like I think like for the first, even within the first week, I think of talking, we brought them up or we asked each other about them. And like, you know, to some people that's kind of weird. Like I have some friends who haven't discussed their exes, and they're sort of together already. So like to some, it's kind of like, you know, leave the past in the past. But for us, we were like, I want to know.
You know, for me, I think I guess it depends on the person, but maybe yes, it can be intrusive to some people because they feel like this is something very touchy, you know, this is, you know, it's somebody, you shared something with someone, right? You shared your heart with someone, and now you're sharing your heart with somebody new, and then it's like that new person just wants to know about your past,
Right.
about what you did, what mistakes you may have made, and maybe you're not at that level to share it yet. So I think like okay, you can ask, but of course you shouldn't be asking at the very beginning. With me and Danny, we were just being casual about it, so
Yeah.
we were okay. But some people, I guess, they're not comfortable talking about their exes, and I think that you got to be respectful about that
That's
because
true.
it's yeah, it's really something that is touchy for many people.
But what about if you're like, let's say you're official na and you're kind of, you know, like, let's say we are boyfriend and girlfriend for, I don't know, like 5 months or whatever. Like, do you think it's intrusive to ask then, like when you're officially
No, I
together?
think it's okay. I think it's okay to ask then, but I don't think you should ask with the objective to find out all the dirty details. I think you should just ask because you want to know this person's a little more of this person's past, right? But like for example, I'm sorry to call out on some of the girls here, but I have had some friends who were girls, and whenever they ask about their exes, their boyfriend's exes, they'd start to get really like jealous, and then they'd start to
Mm,
like stalk the ex, and then they'd start to get into this whole zone. If that's your objective, then please don't do that because that's
mm-hmm.
worse for you than it
Yeah.
is for yourself than for your relationship, right? So, like, if you're gonna find out about your boyfriend's ex, then just do that. Just like ask some questions and ask how that person felt, and you know, just find out about your current partner. But if you're going to ask your partner about their ex, and you know, just do it because you want to stalk who they are, you want to find out all this information about who that ex was, I say don't do that because I mean, it might be tempting to do, but it's just gonna be worse for you. And then you might even start like comparing yourself to that person's ex, and that's like the worst you could possibly do.
Yeah. Have you tried doing that? Like going down that
What com-
rabbit hole of like stalking your person's ex?
um no, not really. Like they'd share me who their ex was. I wouldn't really like search them.
Oh.
I think it would be the opposite, actually. And I think this applies to everyone. It's not about stalking the ex, it's about stalking the person after you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I think that's more common.
Yeah.
You'll be like, huh, that well, you're dating that person? It
Yeah,
just
yeah,
looks
yeah.
nothing like me. What are you doing, you know? Yeah, sometimes that happens, and yeah, I did that a couple of times. I think I did that with like my first, not like my third girlfriend, and also my like subsequent girlfriends. I'd be like, why are you going for this person? You know, I'd kind of like be like, whoa, grr. But
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
in the end of the day, it's not healthy either. So I'd say
That's
no
true.
to both. Don't do that to both, right?
For me, I haven't tried like stalking my ex's ex or whatever because for the first two they didn't have girlfriends before me. So I would have like if it happened then I would have become their first girlfriends. With the third one, I didn't super stalk the one after like I don't know. Okay, sige, like yeah, okay, I did. But it didn't become an obsessive thing because I was like just trying to like find someone to date after. So I wasn't like wallowing.
Yeah, that's good. That's why. So I guess, you know, it's not wise to ask about your partner's ex if that's what you want to do. Just stalk and, find out all this dirty information and stuff. No. Because honestly, if you're just doing that for that, then would you want to be sharing your access with your partner too? I don't think so. You probably would. You'd probably not want to do that if your ex, if your boyfriend or girlfriend, if your partner is going to do that to you, then don't do that to them.
Yeah, but I feel like generally, I think that it's good to share about excess. Like that's my personal opinion lang, because I feel like your partner should know what happened to you in the past. Like, like if your exes made you who you are now, then they should know like the backstory of it. Or like, let's say if you're more
Yes.
cautious about relationships, why? If if they hurt you in some way, why? And like, so that they don't repeat the same mistake, things like that. So I feel like in general, you should have that X talk.
Of course, definitely.
If you guys want to check out the full episode, click the link on the screen or head on over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever podcasts are available. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon.